Hey, it's Jason with Threefold Solutions with a big Planning Center People announcement. They just released the ability for you to now use your church's email address as the reply to address when sending emails from people lists. This is a big deal. This is something that I know I've been looking forward to in the near future, so I'm so glad to see it finally has arrived. This new feature allows you to utilize the church email address that you've set up in your account settings as the reply to email address inside of people when sending from lists. So if you're one of those people or you're an admin, so you have to have, by the way, you have to have permissions to send emails to begin with. But if you have the ability, you don't have to be just an admin. You can now select that email address from the drop down, and you can do this with automations as well. Let's jump into a quick tutorial and I'll show you how to implement this. By the way, we love making these videos. As you well know, we do this to help people with Planning Center. So give us a like or share this video with somebody who might also benefit from it. Let's jump into that video right now. You can now officially send from other than your standard email address. So right now you now get to see this new feature where you have maybe that general email address set up in your account settings. And this is going to be something that's available to people who have the ability to send emails. So it's not just an admin feature. This is available to anyone who has the ability to send an email in Planning Center People to lists. And you'll notice it's going to be in this drop down now. You don't have to set this up on a profile for the person who's sending it. It's now a functional available email address that you set when you set up your account settings inside of Planning Center. So this is now going to be available in this drop down. You'll see the church's address here, and you can also still utilize, your templates just like you normally would, and now you get to choose. But it goes further than that. You can now utilize this with automations as well. So when you create an automation to send to a list, you now have that functional email address available. So when you go to people and you select send email from template in an automation, you select your template and now you get to choose the from address. And again, this gets to back to the fact that you can use that catch-all general reply to email address for the church rather than your personal email. Big news. It's going to affect a lot of people, and I know it's a big one, so I wanted to put this out there and let people know this is now available. Go ahead and try it out. Get into your lists. Go look at the email options and obviously try it out and send a test email to a few people and see how this is now coming from your church email address. I think you're going to love it. I wanted to get this one out there because I know it's going to affect a lot of people. You can now email from your church's default address. No longer do you have to add an additional email address to your profile so that you personally won't get those replies. Now you can send those to your generic info at email address for the church, and it's now baked into that drop down inside of Planning Center lists. Go give it a look.